Here's one of our favorite and relatively minimal variants of curly, where we just have single argument functions. We have single argument function calls, and of course identifiers to refer to function arguments. And we also have numbers, plus, times, and if zero thrown in. We could, of course, encode numbers and conditionals in a lambda calculus style way, but this is a pretty good language for making many examples. We've often extended this language with the let form, but we've extended it most recently as just sugar. So this let form just gets rewritten into a pattern of lambdas. We could add various other forms that are also encodable. For example, we could add an add1 form that takes a single expression and just adds 1 to a number produced by that expression. Now, adding 1 as sugar might seem a little bit odd because, after all, a programmer could define the add1 function themselves. So maybe we don't want to add 1 to our language's sugar. But there are certain things that could be sugar that aren't so easy to write for the programmer. For example, a programmer could write a minus function using plus and times, but not a minus form that has just two sub-expressions without the extra layer of curly braces. Another possibility is that we might want a case form. We saw case when we were compiling our interpreter down to a simple variant of Plait. But case evaluates this expression, finds the matching number, and then evaluates the corresponding expression. Clearly, case cannot be a function because it has this dispatch and expressions that can't be arguments because they're not all evaluated. Delay and force, those are other things that involved delaying of evaluation. So delay straightforwardly turns into just a function that takes a dummy argument and delays the evaluation of the expression, and force can force the value of that expression. So force can be a function that just takes a delay encoded as a thunk and calls it, but delay needs to delay its evaluation. So delay itself can't be a function. Whether it's worthwhile having an actual delay form or just using lambda to delay is a question that's up to the uses of the language. But the problem right now is that the language has to make these choices, whereas sometimes programmers are in a better position to decide whether a form like delay or minus is worthwhile having in the language. And so now we're going to look at a way of changing curly so that programmers can make these decisions.